So now we're going to have 3 speakers this evening, and we'll have a little bit of Q&A so that we'll have some fun for both myself asking a few questions and for you in the audience. Our first speaker is Sam Franklin. Sam is Senior Analytical Lead, Retail Industry in Google here in Atlanta. And I came from Mountain View out here, so it's nice to have Google here. I think we had a pre-call, and some of the things that Sam said that he was going to talk about are really, really exciting to see what they've done with YouTube and with other mechanisms to monetize the video stream. Sam, thank you if you come up and give us your remarks. Please give him a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you, Gerry. It's good to be here. So I want to talk about monetizing mobile videos, and I wanted to share, particularly at the end of this presentation, something that I think is really exciting because we've gone now a huge step past text ads and banner overlays. We have some really, really fascinating and just practically magical new technology that we recently launched earlier this year. So as Gerry was kind of alluding to in his slides and pointed out really well, this year and the years looking ahead it's a major moment for mobile. So in 2013, we've seen in Q2 and Q1, and I expect we'll hear more about this in Q3 and Q4 as well. Year over year, desktop, laptop device sales have actually posted declines, while mobile device sales continue to post double-digit gains. So the mobile device market is exploding. And why is that happening? Well, we can see from this graphic that in terms of internet access, mobile internet users are going to, by the end of this year, exceed desktop and laptop internet users. And then from there, they're just going to keep growing, and they're not going to stop. And if you think about globally what this picture looks like, in countries where the IT infrastructure, like the pipeline infrastructure, the fiber infrastructure, is particularly underdeveloped, mobile devices are the most reliable way for them to access the internet. One thing that we're seeing in particular is that the way we're using these devices is changing dramatically, and Gerry pointed out some really great stats in terms of that. A mobile phone nowadays, smartphone or otherwise, there's a lot less phone in your mobile phone in terms of the amount of traffic that's coming from those voice applications. The dominant network consumption is coming from mobile video. So the question is then, well, where are people going to look at this mobile video? So they're going to YouTube. They're going to YouTube's mobile site. YouTube Mobile is the #1 largest mobile video site. It's actually the #2 largest video site behind YouTube itself. It's the #1 app for iPhone. So people always ask me, they try to goad me into saying something about Apple versus iPhone. I think iPhones are great. And I just want everybody to know that YouTube is not just for Android users. If you use an Apple device, you are welcome to join the YouTube party. It's open to everyone. Please come and see all our fabulous videos. We've got 225 million views a day in the US on average, 600 globally. And then this is really, I think, incredible. 8 minutes of on-site time per user on average. If you think about that, particularly when we're talking about time that we spend on the internet, I mean, if you kind of just retrospectively think about your own use of websites, staying on a site for 8 minutes is a really long visit for the most part. So if there's somewhere you can go and you can capture people for 8 minutes, where usually, if we don't see a page that loads within 2 or 3 seconds, typically we find that a user just immediately leaves. So that's the kind of long-term patience that we have as internet users nowadays. To get somebody to pay attention to you for 8 minutes is really incredible. But the question is, with all these fantastic stats, what does that mean for monetizing these videos? And specifically, since I focus on the retail environment, what does that mean if you're retail and you're looking for customers? I mean, does this really do you any good? And the reality is, yes, it absolutely does. So YouTube is not just for watching funny cat videos and epic fail compilations and remixes of Gangnam Style. YouTube, mobile YouTube in particular, is a really, really great place to find consumers, to find people who are looking to shop. 91% of online shoppers visit YouTube on a mobile device. So what are they looking for when they go there? You know, what should you, ideally, with your mobile YouTube strategy, how should you be thinking about monetizing this content? Well, they're looking for a number of things. How-to videos are very, very popular. A great way to engage clients with your brand and deliver useful content. One of my clients is Lowe's companies, and I kid you not, on more than one occasion, I have gone to their brand channel because I needed to fix something in my house, and so I set my tablet up. I have a how-to video that teaches me how to, you know, stop that leak on my sink, and I'm there with my toolbox, I'm there with the Lowe's YouTube brand channel, and I learn how to fix my sink, and I appreciate that. And if there's something that I need that I don't have, Lowe's is smart enough to tell me this is where you can get it. It's very, very helpful. So how-to videos, product reviews. Somebody in a presentation that I watched recently made a really great point. They said, you know, a lot of people think of Amazon first when they think of product reviews. But there are many, many, many things that Amazon doesn't sell that people are looking for reviews on. You know, particularly large items like a car. You can't buy a car on Amazon, but people want product reviews. And the other thing that YouTube is really full of is in-depth video reviews of a product. So people showing it from all different angles, showing how it's used. Unboxing videos, for example, for new high-tech devices are really, really popular. So what else are they looking for? You've got how-to videos, you have reviews. Really, people are looking for engaging content. They're looking for a reason to love your brand. So what can you do to meet them there? And is there anything new that we can offer that can give consumers what they want, but also give retailers what they want, which oftentimes is more than just a branding experience. It's more than just engagement. They would actually love to see some sales come out of this YouTube thing. That would be fantastic. That would be the holy grail. So is there any way that we can do that? So the answer is now there is. After spending time in beta, we have now officially launched in May a product that's called Shoppable Videos, and the name really says it all. These are videos that you can play on YouTube. They're premium brand content, and while you're watching the video, the clips from this Bally video I think are a great example. When you see something that you like, you can click on that item and it will take you directly to the retailer's page where they sell that item. So when you click on it, the video stops, a new tab opens in your browser, and you're immediately taken to the product page where you can add that item to your cart and then check out, or even better, go back to the video to do some more shopping, watch a few more minutes, see other things that you want to buy, click on those, add those to your cart, and then after the video is done and you've got a cart full of wonderful products from Bally, you can check out. So this really bridges a gap that honestly, I think it's borderline amazing because of how big a separation there is in the marketing world between what's considered branding content and the expectations for that content and what's considered direct response or sales content. You know, these are oftentimes considered very there's oftentimes siloed organizations within a marketing department, and they're considered dramatically different goals that are really, really difficult to reconcile. But in reality, a shoppable video serves both of those goals at the same time. You know, Bally, for example, here in this particular video, if you go online and check it out, it's beautiful. And if you don't buy anything, it's still an incredible premium brand content video that really makes you feel good about what Bally has to offer. Beautiful mountain scenes, it really speaks to kind of the ethos of their brand. But in case you see something that you just can't live without, you can go ahead and buy a pair of shoes or a leather jacket. And so in one moment, in one experience, in 1 minute and 17 seconds, Bally is able to engage you and connect with you on a brand level, and at the same time be able to potentially tie sales directly back to that video. So it's not an either-or choice anymore when you're talking about shoppable videos. Do I pursue a branding opportunity or a sales opportunity? You can pursue them both. So this particular gadget is available if you're interested in, how might this work for your company. This gadget is available for premium YouTube channel companies. You want to have really high quality content. We have a vendor that works with our advertisers to develop these videos. And Cyber Monday and Black Friday are only about 6 weeks away. Now, that's not a huge amount of time, but it's enough time if you're a retailer where you can still take advantage of opportunities to monetize what you're doing on YouTube. And keep in mind, this is not just YouTube on your desktop. This is YouTube everywhere. People can see these videos and they can make these purchases from their mobile phones while they're engaging for 8 minutes with your brand, hopefully. So even though this is, it seems perhaps a little late in the year to be taking these kinds of initiatives, what I like to tell people is that it is never too late to be an early adopter. This just came out in May. It's a great opportunity. It might cause some headaches and confusion if you're one of those companies that has siloed marketing teams. Everybody's going to want to own it. The brand team's going to want to own it. The direct response team's going to want to own it, so they'll have to fight over it. Or maybe they can even cooperate. Wouldn't that be a great thing? But it is never too late to be early to these kind of opportunities and to start taking advantage of them. Major brands are already doing it. We've got Bally's, for example, a Tresemme, Juicy Couture. So it really spans a lot of different consumer demographics and can appeal to a very wide and diverse audience demographic. So when you get a chance, go online, check these videos out, shoppable videos on YouTube, Google it, they'll show up. And I'm so excited to be here with this panel and to answer questions with Gerry.